Yo, what is up team? I want to expel some thoughts in my head about the trialing process for raid groups. If you're stepping into the world of raiding or looking to switch groups, then hopefully some of these points will give you food for thought when going into the trial process. All in all, I hope some of these random points and thoughts help those of you looking for a new group, or those that are looking to step into the world of 8-man static raiding. There are usually two types of trial out there for groups as far as I know. One is where you join the free company and raid with one of their groups for up to 2 weeks. The other is where you don't join the free company and are possibly cross server, and instead raid with them for a day or two as a trial. A good way to look at trials is to look at them in the way that you are also trialing them from your perspective. So don't be afraid to refuse joining a group that you feel isn't a good fit. This is a two-way thing and should be executed as such. In scenario 1, where you are joining an FC, make sure you're on your best behaviour for the FC chat and for the 2-week period of trialling. Trials like this aren't something I see done much anymore with the introduction of cross-server raiding, but even so, make the extra effort to make your presence known if this is an FC and group you really want to be in. For this type of trial, I do not recommend raiding outside of the trial with other groups or FCs, but this can vary situation to situation. Now in scenario 2, where you are trialing for a non-FC group or cross-server group, you should be trialing for as many groups as you can, treating it like a job. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Most likely the group is in a scenario where they are trialing multiple people for the role you're going for. So you should also be trialing for other groups to see which one best fits you. In both scenarios, don't be afraid to end your trial and leave if you're unhappy. Trialing is it's a two-way process, and if people hold grudges over that, then they're probably not the type of group or individuals you want to raid with in the first place. If a better offer pops up for you while you're trialing for someone and it's better for you overall, then hell, go for it. As for do's and don'ts, you really just have to be sensible, but more specifically using tanking as an example, you should be on your best behaviour for mitigation and damage. That means doing as much damage as you can whilst being reliable with mitigation. You can still put out hard damage while swapping between Defiance and Deliverance when you're in a bind or uncomfortable phase. So don't worry about that, it's highly unlikely you'll be able to do a 100% DPS stance run when in a trial, mainly due to strat differences and first time group synergy. This is something that is usually developed once you're in the group. And communication, as a tank you better be communicating, asking questions, building synergy right off the bat with the healers. Mitigation is part your department alongside the healers, so own it and ask questions and find out more about it. This is a huge plus for anyone trialing you, and you'd be surprised how many people out there don't communicate in groups with their microphone constantly muted. All in all, don't be a dick. Know your class and do your research and communicate. These are successful traits that will net you a good chance of being accepted on a trial. If you go into a trial expecting to push your weight around and have people change their strats around you, or overheal you without any care for the healer's damage, then you're going to fail and you deserve to fail. Quick trial story. We once trialed a tank who used Butcher's Block on tank swaps after I got the aggro. Rarely communicated, constantly memed in voice chat despite not knowing most of us, and in general was slow and sloppy with a focus on personal damage over raid group damage. He failed of course. But anyway, you guys got any trial advice or stories to share in the comments? There's got to be some, let me know below. But that's all I got, so for now I am out.